cannot hide the fact that the Philippines has the most has the best internet service in the world. Correct? Agree? Here you go, another video. All right, there you have it. So just to give you an idea or more idea about Ring Central, so we are the provider, or we are providing a solution to all of the businesses to connect, to bring together their teams to in one platform where they can virtual work together, do things together while working remotely. So basically, just as long as you have the power of internet, you can do whatever and wherever, just as long as um, you're connected. You can use your favorite device, such as your laptop, your mobile phones, and you can still work. Again, you can work anytime, anywhere from your device. And actually, this is being used right now by students as well. So we are expanding right now. Maybe you're familiar of the tool of this kind of tool. We've been present in the business since 2009 here in the Philippines, and then since 1998 in the US. Okay, so enough of introduction about Ring Central. You can also check our website for you to know about the products. Basically, it's like an MVP. MVP is not the most valuable player, but that's actually like our culture of the product. But the MVP stands for we are offering messaging, video, and phone in one application. All right. So I'd like to start my presentation by this quote unquote from Chris Grosser. He said that opportunities don't happen, you create them. Do you guys believe in luck? Please say yes or no in the comment section if you do guys believe in luck. Naniniwala ba kayo sa swerte? Yes. I'm seeing a lot of no's. May konting nagsabi ng yes. But I do believe that whatever you have right now is actually the result of your actions in the past. It's the result of the decision you've been making. Sometimes, or most of the time, situations are not cooperative. That's why we are working very, very hard. We are working the best that we could in order to achieve a dream. And once we have that dream, we will take every opportunity that will pop out in front of us just to make our dreams come true. Correct? Okay. So and also I think the reason why I'm giving you this kind of quote is that for you guys to realize as well that I'm not here as a speaker. I'm also here as your conscience. Okay? It's not I have friends before wherein uy ang swerte mo naman kasi ganito ganyan ka. Uy ang swerte mo naman kasi ganyan 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 ka. They kept on comparing their lives to mine. But what I kept on telling them, there were days that I wasn't able to join parties. I wasn't able to attend special events. There were days that I missed out on, being alive. But fast forward, now I'm enjoying life. Now everything that I was everything that I missed, I was able to catch up. It's because I focus on my dreams. I focus on the opportunities. I work on my opportunities. And every time that an opportunity will come, I grab it. I take risk. I'm not saying you guys to take risk, okay? But what I'm telling you right now is you guys need to create more opportunities because more opportunities are more means more chances of winning. Agree? Correct. I like what you said, Summer Dawn. Dapat po kumikilos din tayo, di yung nag-aabang lang ng opportunities. Okay? Yeah, totoo yan. may kasabihan tayo, very cliche, nasa Diyos ang tawa, nasa tao ang gawa. Yes, we can pray, but if we're not doing something with our dream, do not expect that something will happen. Okay? If you're not doing something, if you're not doing something, you will be at the same place. Okay? So always move forward. Always take that step. It's hard, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, so enough of those inspirational speech. That's not what I'm here for. So here are the topics I'll be covering today. So how to stand out. So this will be my first topic wherein I will be showing you how what makes an impressive profile. So when you say profile in recruitment or in HR field, profile means resume or CV. Later, I'll show you how to make it. We will be removing some old practices, bad practices that you've been doing, guys, for when creating your resumes. Okay, and later I'll have a contest. Miss Mayan, okay lang ba po magpa-contest?
Sure, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. And then my next topic would be become a star. So I will be sharing you hacks, tips, life hacks ba, on how you will do your interviews in the new norm. Because we have to say goodbye to the days wherein we have to visit an office for an interview. Kailangan mo pa mag-gel, kailangan mo pa mag-base ng maayos. Andun pa rin yung mga components na yun. But ano yung bago at paano siya gawin this time? Later you'll know. And lastly, pioneers of the future. With the situation that we have right now, unfortunately, everything changes. Everything has been changed from our regular daily schedule, regular daily routines. Unfortunately, they had to go because we have to adapt to the new norm. Um, the available technology, the available resources are good thing that we live in the generation where technology is available. So we have to make use out of it. We have to take advantage of it. Medyo kakaiba, medyo hindi siya ganun ka-fun. However, I'll show you later how you will do it, how you'll be pioneers of the future. Okay, so let's start. So guys, do you have questions before pala I start? Yes or no? I like what you said, Kenwin, that plan without an action is nothing. Correct. All right, I think I think we're good already. So, ay, ang likot ng aking ang likot ng aking slide. Just give me a second. All right. So, importance of creating a CV. So, what is a CV? Do you guys have an idea about a CV? Yes or no?
Yes.
Parang Christian values, but it's a
Yes.
all right, awesome. So, number one, why it's very, very important because your CV is your parang entrance to where you want to be. That's actually the initials. That's actually the start. Okay? Hindi ka pwedeng interviewin na wala kang resume or wala kang CV. You cannot just, hey, interviewin mo ako. That's not how it um, goes. Of course, we have to see or we have to check who are you, how you can contribute to the business. So something like that. So we need a ticket first before you get into an interview. Next would be your CV is a tool for marketing yourself. Okay, you have to know, all of your strengths, all of your skills. You have to put them in there because your CV is like a pamphlet, or yeah, it's like a pamphlet that you give out to everyone, showing that you can do it. Hey, I am good. I am great. I can do that. You get me. Something like that. And then of course, syempre, as HR, it's our requirement because we need documentations that you are, we will be seeing all of your skills, the proof that you studied, your face, your information, how we will be able to contact you, and so much more. Again, that's a minimum requirement. So, next would be, may mga nagtatanong, ano po ba difference ng resume sa CV? Meron pa ba dito gumagamit ng biodata? Please don't say yes. Please, malulungkot talaga ako. None? Okay, good job tayo dyan. Good job. Um, a CV or a CV is a concise document, typically not longer than one page, or as intended, the reader will not dwell your document for a very long time. The goal of a CV is to make an individual stand out from the competition. So your resume is just, a list. It's just a list of who you are. The CV is where you can, it's like a life, it's like your biography. It's about the story of yourself, putting in there what you have gone through, what do you know, where you have been, something like that. So that is your story. Okay, so if you want to be known by someone, if you want to impress someone, you don't give them a resume, you give them a story, and the story is your CV. Cool. So, now the next part of our program, of my discussion is about, I will be sharing you the common mistakes on avoid when creating a CV. These are the no-nos, okay? Ano po mas recommended if mag-apply? CV or resume? CV, lalo na if you guys are required to show to your employers that your technical skills. Like for example, for accounting, they have to know that you can do accounting stuff. For IT, they need to know that you are good in certain like for example in programming. If you know some programming language, something like that, they require that. So it must include in your CV. Again, yung resume is just your bio data. It's just like filling up parang lang siya slam book. Sinabi mo lang sino ka, pero you're not selling yourself. A CV is more of, showing the story of your life. Okay? The story of your skills, the story of what you've gone through, the story of your trip. Okay? Um, Summer, was I able to answer the question? Okay, cool. So let's move on. So I'll be tackling 5 topics, but I'll make it very, very quick. So first off would be the typos, grammatical errors, and misspellings. Okay, guys, that's very no-no because if we do see errors or mistakes in your CV, um, you will not be able to prove to your employer that you're very serious to what you're applying for. And then um, being very keen to details, kahit sa ang trabaho man yan, importante yan. Kasi basically, we need to know kung gaano ka gagaling sa detalye. At nagsisimula yan sa resume or sa CV or sa kung paano mo ipasa. So, I suggest before you submit a CV, check it 3 times, and prior sending it, share it to a friend first. Pakisabi kay friend, can you read it for me? And then if they notice something, correct it. So that's actually ginagawa ko pa rin naman siya ngayon. So here are some of the errors. So here you see typo errors like develop double P, incorrect pluralization, yung inconsistent punctuations. Guys, tatandaan nyo kapag bulleted points, wag nyo nang lalagyan ng period. Okay na yon, ha? Tapos, ito yung mga common pa, yung mga its versus its, yung it is na pinaiksi, tsaka yung its na ITS. Tapos may mga comma, unlimited comma tayo. Tapos i-check nyo yung parallelism ng grammar nyo or nung words if they match with the other form of words. Kailangan parallel siya. Hindi merong naka 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 present tense tapos may past tense. Nako, tapos puro past tense na lang pero kahit hindi naman talaga dapat ganun yung verb tense. So, sino ba parang ang dami natin mahilig sa past? Mahilig ba tayo sa past, guys? Say yes. May mga mahilig ba dyan sa past? Itag yun na yung friends yung mahilig dyan sa past. Anyway, so of course, the spelling, it has to be really you really have to be very, very careful when putting out words or putting words to your CVs because a single mistake can cost you a lot. Baka ito na yung opportunity mo, unfortunately nagkamali ka on one letter, on one spelling, Okay? And then hindi mo nakuha yung dream job mo because of it. So be very, very careful. Okay? Next would be, sino dito ang galit sa sinungaling? Sino dito na ayaw ng sinungaling? Sino dito ayaw ng liars? We don't, sino dito ayaw ng cheaters? Can you please can you please say yes or no in the comment box? Well, ang dami nag-raise ng hand. Yes, all of us, we don't want lies. We hate we hate lies in our lives. Ganun rin kaming mga employers. As much as possible, you provide what's the real score. Kasi at the end of the day, we will you know what, HR people, we have,
Recording stop. Recording in progress.
okay, I think something interrupted. Anyway, going back. Eto guys, I'll just share to you, but if you will become a recruiter, if you become an HR, over time, na-hone kasi ng HR ang skills nila to understand who is lying and who is not. If during the interview, your answer didn't match to what is in your CV, okay, and then some technicalities, and then ang sad part pa nun, if kapag sobrang maalam si recruiter or si HR about grilling you on a certain topic or area in your CV, tapos hindi nyo siya na-depensahan, is a clear lie for them because you cannot depend it, meaning it didn't happen at all. So because of that, goodbye na. You will not move to the next level of the interview. Okay? So again, avoid using lies. And then sa mga mga mahilig mag-design, design is good. It's all right. And however, we have to tone down putting design. Again, this is a professional profile. Your CV has to look professional. Your CV has to look. We have to focus on the details like your skills, your field of studies, but not on the design. Okay? Because it only goes to show that if it's too much design, kasi again, if I'm the HR, saan nyo ba gusto mapunta yung focus ko? Sa kakayahan nyo or sa design nyo? Eh, hindi sana nag-poster making contest na lang tayo. Correct? So, again, avoid putting too much design. Ako, as a graphic designer, having a very, or putting very minimal design or being minimalist to your resume is very, very, is very impressive to look at. Very clean, very professional, very, very profesh. So I suggest if you're gonna use fonts, maximum of 3 lang, tatlong fonts lang, and maximum of 2 colors lang. Okay? So maglagay kayo ng konting lines, gumamit kayo ng mga fonts, pero dapat same family, and then gamitan nyo lang ng mga what you call this, different sizes. Igagawa nyo ng sizing and then different colors. Okay? And then you can check yung color wheel kung ano yung mga complementary colors, or you can do monochromatic. That will beautify your resumes. Adding colors to your resume won't hurt, but not too much. Okay? Sino ba dito yung mahilig mag-design ng resume? Yung may mga heart, may pa star. Guys, that's not gonna help you. Okay? Next would be data privacy. So again, guys, I know you are putting your gender, your birth, your personal picture, your nationality, or everything. And in my own opinion, I do not suggest that you put it. I do not suggest. Putting picture is okay, but most of the time, for example, here at Ring Central, we actually don't need pictures. We don't need your pictures because what's important for us is if you can do the job, okay? And then for putting these information, guys, I totally your gender, your birth, your nationality, your marital status, your height and weight, religion, we don't need that. There are certain field of studies or jobs or companies who are looking for this kind of details. For example, magmo-model ka. Of course, we need your data. We need your height, your weight, your picture. Of course, we need that. If you are applying for what you call this, flight attendant, that's the only time that you can put your picture, your height, weight, and everything, the color of your eyes, even the lotion that you're using, you can put it there. It's all right. If it's being required by the employer, you do so. But again, you have to match the content of your resume based on the company you're applying for. Okay? Not all companies appreciate putting these details. Ano lang siya, kumbaga, pampahaba lang siya ng resume sa totoong buhay. Kasi what's gonna happen, kasi for example, you applied for a company, before, aside from the resume, they're sending you links or forms where you can load your personal information. May tamang paglalagay ng personal information and not in your resume. And those resume, guys, kasi tinatapon ng ano yan tinatapon niya ng HR after sinashred namin yan. But what if there was in an event wherein it was misplaced or wherever, your privacy will be compromised. So make sure do not put these kind of information, because you might be victimized by identity theft in the future, and it happens, guys. Okay. So far, great question. Of course, your name, your cell phone number, your email address. Those are the most important what you call this information. And of course, your current residence. Need that. Kahit virtual employment, we still need where you are located. Okay. But again, there are companies who are not requiring those kind of information, because we provide a separate link where you can load those kind of information, so that to make sure that your information is secured. Okay? Tulad nito, personal information. So, naging slam book na, di ba? Ayun. Tsaka isa pa, guys, ako, I have HR friends, Tao din kami. And then, syempre, hindi mo maaalis na, for example, may mga tao na para, hala, ang ano niya, hala, Muslim siya, hala, ganito siya. Alam niyo, you're opening yourself for discrimination. Lalo na pag may nakikita. Actually, may mga ganun tao. They discriminate people based on your information. And we don't want that. But here at Ring Central, we are pretty much a very diversified organization. We have fair share of different types of later yun. Okay, long and lengthy. Guys, maawa naman tayo kay Mother Nature. Okay? If pwede tayo maglagay ng column sa resume natin to make it maximum at 2 pages kung kaya. Okay? Kasi if it's 3 pages, guys, hindi na siya nakakapagod siya basahin. Or remember, guys, in an average, lalo sa technology industry, we are receiving thousands of resume in a day. And then we have to read everything. And then if your resume is too long, iuhuli namin yun. Kasi we don't have the luxury of time reviewing all CVs. Okay? Later, I'll share to you ano lang ba yung dapat nakalagay sa CV. Okay? Ikayo, bibigyan ko kayo ng mahabang, nanghihingi lang kayo ng for example, nanghihingi lang kayo ng sorry letter. May sorry lang, pero binigyan kayo ng isang notebook na pagsasorry. Will you read that? Yes or no? No, di ba? Kasi again, put yourselves in the position of the HR or recruiter. If it will consume too much of their time, and then there are other qualified applicants or equally talented than you, pero mas smarter sila kasi isang pager lang yung resume nila. They'd rather go for the other one. Okay? Next would be, so let's create a CV. Don't worry, Miss Mayan, I can share this slide to you so that you can share to everyone if they want to create a CV. I can share this to you.
So, sir.
Pero guys, for example, you can screenshot, don't worry. This is my personal this is my personal way of creating a CV. If I am the recruiter, these are the only things I want to see. And I also consulted my fellow HR people, and they agree with me. Okay, so ang ating point of view is an IT, for example. The header, lagi ka maglalagay ng header and objective statement. Put your name, permanent and present address, email address, and contact number. And then your objective, guys, pag gagawa kayo ng objective, please, wag naman very common from Google. Kasi we can figure that out. You have to be unique. Okay? Ask a friend, ask your professors, magtanong kayo sa kanila, ano po ba yung nakikita niyo sa akin? Pag sinabi na sa inyo, you can start from those words. Kung ano yung nakikita na sa inyo na magaganda, kung ano yung mga good attributes niyo, pwede niyo siyang gamitin as a story. Because the objective is not just your objective is a starter of how to know you. Okay? Next, your education. Yes, put your education there. And then guys, I'm hiring for interns kasi lately, so I received thousands of applications lately. Ay hundreds of applications. So may mga naglalagay ng core ay ng kung saan sila nag-aral, pero hindi nila nalalagay kung ano yung course nila. Ay kung ano yung major nila. It's very very important. So after your objective, you can go with the education. The key here, guys, for creating a wonderful CV is I received a message. I'll answer that in a few. The key here in creating a CV is, making it organized. Ano ba yung pinag-aralan mo? So, ganun yung pagkaka-organize. And then also, sa pinag-aralan mo, ano pa yung branches nun? Like, for example, put your degree, put your graduation date, put there your GPA, because somehow GPA helps lalo na kapag manager yung titingin. And then, of course, we also need to know your high school information. That's okay. Pero sometimes, guys, huwag nyo na ilalagay huwag nyo na ilagay yung elementary and preparatory nyo kasi understood naman na na kayo nakapag-high school na kayo, nakapag-college na kayo So, huwag nyo na ilagay yung kung sa kayo nag-elementary. Lalo na preparatory. Siguro acceptable pa yung elementary, but I don't think the preparatory has to be there. Okay? You just have to put under the education the details that contributed to the skills that you have today. Okay? Next, relevant experience or listing of responsibilities. So, ito na yung CV. So, after mo maglagay ng education mo, tell us your experiences. Tell us what do you know. Tell us what is the relative experience where we could bank on before hiring you. Kasi kapag hindi ka namin nakita na parang hindi ka marunong ito, hindi ka marunong ganyan, so titingin kami agad sa training. We have to know, guys, if you have the technical skills. And it's not an excuse na hindi na college pa lang kayo. For sure, during your third year and fourth year, you guys have your major subjects. And of course, there are technical skills being taught to you there, correct? So you have to put there your experiences and the skills that you know already. Sige, for that question, GB, I have a wonderful answer for that. Jessie Rose, I have an answer for that later. Okay, sample of skills, for example, tell them, guys, don't tell people na i-claim nyo na. Hindi naman siya lie hindi naman siya pagsisinungaling. You tell them it's you're proficient at. Don't put that skills alone. Kasi for me, the word skill, for me lang naman the word skills, it's not sexy anymore. It's overused. You can tell there, or you can explore words that is synonymous to the word proficient, or expert, something like that. That you have an idea about that, and then you can list down all of the skills that you have. And then others, and then ito naman yung others, guys, yung collaborative. Ako, I suggest ito, I think someone please go on mute. Thank you. And then you have to be, guys, ito yung mga kailangan nating mga ano, ito yung mga kailangan namin na, as HR, ito yung mga kailangan naming behaviors ng aplikante. Ang kailangan collaborative, communicative, at creative. Okay? Hindi na uso guys kasi yung, I'm flexible, lastic man ka girl. Di ba? Parang ganun. So, that's very canned or that's very parang common. Hindi na siya ganun ka realistic. So you have to put something there that the behaviors that you have, why you become successful even before you graduate, what are the behaviors that you have. Okay? So, sige, tapusin lang natin to guys, and then, here are my other tips. I'll make it fast. To make your CV or CV stand out. Again, tip number 1, tailor your CV to the job you are applying for. Kailangan kung ano yung ina-apply mong trabaho, yung content nun, i-match mo kung ano yun naman na CV mo. For example, you're applying for a tech company, I think you shouldn't put there that you have nag-underwent ka ng veterinary and pet guidance. That's totally irrelevant. Again, don't put irrelevant details there because it's just add too much details there that's not really useful for you. Okay? Put everything there that is useful, that will match the job that you're applying for and also the culture of the organization that you chose. Tip number 2, use a header to grab attention. Ako big fan ako ng header eh. The reason why yung mga kumakandidato sa mga election, they're putting a wonderful header because we want to attract, we want to grab attention. That way, there is a faster way that your name will be picked and not yung mga very magkakamukhang resume. It definitely won't stand out. Tip number 3, back up your skills. So when you say back up your skills, again, never ever forget to put the skills or everything that you know in it. Okay. Tip number 4, again, just like we discussed earlier, check everything in there. Check if there are mistakes. Proof it. Get a professor, get a teacher, or get your a family member, a friend, or your classmate to have it checked for you. Okay, that would a great help. Then tip number 5, double check the file size. Kailangan guys, wag masyadong lalaki sa 1 MB as much as possible. Siguro okay ni 2 MB kasi right now we are most of the companies are doing digital they digitize the way of application, and then there is a maximum file size lang that we could upload. If you go beyond like 3 MB, it won't push through. So as much as possible, again, lessen the size, lessen the pages, and lessen too much details. Meaning the details kung may mga design that's not relevant, that's not helpful, remove it. Okay. What's important is the meat of your skills, of your experience. Okay, later I'll share this to you because these are I think the helpful links that could help you in building your CV. Now I'm open to answer some questions. Is that okay, Miss May Ann, that I can answer questions as early as this time?
Yes, sir. I think it's good na rin since ang dami rin nating mga student na active talaga.
Yeah.
Na nag-a-ask talaga ng question.
I'm actually liking the question. So, they're messaging me privately. I think they want it to be very anonymous. So, first question that I got, sir, bakit po yung ibang HR hindi nila sinasabi kung bakit hindi nag-qualify yung applicant? Sorry po and thank you. You don't have to say sorry, but I appreciate this question. This is actually a common issue of some HR or some company. At Ring Central, we call it out. We call it out if they're not providing feedback to the applicants if they passed or not, because we owe that explanation to the applicant or to the candidate. The reason, you know what, some HR are not doing it for the sake of I'm sorry for the term, I think they're just lazy not to. That's one. Kasi they're processing a lot of applications in a day. Um, or meaning there are organizations, there are also organizations kasi guys that they have yet to develop a technology that can automatically respond to you or yung automation. Pero guys, hindi ko sinasabing tamad yung HR. May maraming factors. Isa dyan is kapag loaded yung um, kapag we received it in we received it via email on and all that. Kasi aside from receiving CVs, we are receiving a lot of emails pa aside from CVs, and there are huge chances of what you call this huge chances of missing it out. Okay? Lalo na kapag nag-apply tapos wala namang need yung company, so there's a huge chance na ma-miss out yon. That's why some companies or ako I suggest if you want to get feedback, number one, mag-apply kayo sa mga job portals. Yung job portals kasi may mga automated na sila that for example, if you pass the initial screening online, they will provide automated response if you passed or not. And if, for example, for some instances, if you really are if you are really what you call this into knowing bakit hindi ka pumasa, bakit wala pa kayo reply, you can email that person, you can email that HR because I believe they owe it from you. Ask them if I didn't pass, what are my areas for improvement? Again, they owe it to you. Again, ako yun yung masasuggest ko sa inyo. You have to chase them for your answers. Okay? Do certifications, sorry. Did I answer your question? Yung do you find that helpful? And then next would be, do certifications matter in every company? Do certifications matter in every company? What if we have no experience or work experience? Do certifications matter in every company? I like this question. Guys, kapag naman fresh grad, wala talagang expectations. Let's be what you call this? Let's be very, very serious about. Let's be true about that. But because it's pandemic, of course, if we will hire an intern as much as possible, merong what you call this, merong experience somehow. That's why, guys, we do encourage students. Good thing I was able to have this conversation with you guys because please take advantage of all of the online free courses available in Google, in LinkedIn, in JobStreet, in some companies that they do offer because that will somehow give you an edge if you will apply for a job. So, yes, certifications matter, but the certificates or the certifications that will only matter are the relevant ones. Again, if you are applying for a tech company and pero naglagay ka doon ng certification about how to take good care of a cat, totally not relevant. You have to remove that. Okay? And then right now, while you guys are young, allow yourselves to be mentored at least, kahit hindi naman actual job, at least mentored lang by a professional. For sure, sa mga field yun na yan, you know someone already. Hey, turuan mo naman ako yan. Hey, paano yung ganyan? Always be curious. Kasi once you're curious, it will spark questions, it will spark conversation for you to know something. So I encourage you guys to always be curious, okay? So, to answer that question, sadly, yes. A certificate, you have to have experience at least. Kung walang experience, at least yung training or certification. Kasi sa mga certification naman, before you pass naman, there's certain grades kasi or qualification before they provide the certification. Because if they will just provide the certification, it's a question of their credibility as an organization. I hope I answered your question. Next, ask ko lang po if pwede namin ilagay yung mga seminar na attendant na namin. Yes, you can. Pero again, only the relevant ones. What if we have no experience or work, do certificate? Yeah, I think I was able to answer that question. Pwede po ba namin ilagay dun yung proficiencies which is somehow different po sa field ko? Again, only put details that will matter. Okay? Pero depende. For example, At depende sa depende kasi again guys sa ano sa role that you're applying for. For example, nag-events, you're applying for an event person. Ang event person kailangan magaling ang project management skills. Okay? Pero marunong ka rin mag-photography. And then mararamdaman nyo naman yun guys if you will feel it if that certain skill is applicable to the job you're applying for. Okay, for example, yes, I applied for a project management because that's because the role is for events person or events coordinator. I can put there photography. Yes, definitely it's additional fact. And then, for example, I am applying for accountancy. Tapos nakalagay doon, I know how to do CPR. Relevant or is it relevant? Yes or no? You know the answers, guys. So again, something like that. You just have to be very logical on what to put in your hindi lahat ng alam nyo is impressive sa mata ng tao kasi the hiring managers, they will only care for your skill. They will only understand the skill that will be very beneficial for their okay? Hello, pause me, pwede ilagay, okay. Are demographic trends one of the factors to get hired? Age, sexually, socioeconomic. Right now, this is not really practiced right now in the Philippines, but most tech companies or globally influenced organizations, we are practicing diversity. Um, right now here at, for example, here at Link Central, we are hiring for more women. We are hiring for more people with disabilities. We are, when you say disabilities, hindi naman guys yung ano lang naman, kunyari, lumpo lang, pero they can still do the job. Yung kunyari, kunyari ito may.
Ay, nasa gitna pala yung camera nun, pare.
Excuse me, I think you're not on
Yung
mute.
Huawei.
Hindi na, wala daw sa gitna yung camera. Anyway, so, to answer your question, here in the Philippines, I think the tech companies, they're not factoring that. We do not care who, we do not care actually of your socioeconomic status, your sexuality, even your age. Just as long as you can do the job, we will hire you. I hope that answers the question. Next, hello po sir. Ask ko lang po if usually na-filter po yung mga email resume. Like po, what makes you open that email first? Thank you. What makes us what makes us open an email? Ako kasi ang ginagawa ko dyan, to be honest, kasi again, we are as an HR, we are receiving a lot of CVs in a day. So, guys, ang key dito talaga follow up. Habulin niyo yung HR. Habulin niyo sila. They owe the explanation to you. Kasi wala merong mga job portals right now that filters your capacities or your we are designing a system wherein once you uploaded your CV, it will populate your details, and then what's going to happen, the tool will automatically filter you if you are compatible with the job or for the role that you're applying for. So it all boils down right to your skills and to your knowledge and to what you can bring on the table. I hope that answers your question. Is freelance work considered as a real experience or real work to put? Yes, it's a yes for me. What if, sir, wala po experience, makita nila sa CV, fresh grad po, pero nag-stop po kasi ng like 5 years bago po mag-aral po. It's all right, guys. Again, later we'll discuss it during the interview on how you will back it up. But sometimes kasi, if there is 5 years, just as long as guys you have the professional experience. Kasi ako guys, I studied while I'm working while I'm studying. So, ang importante kasi napapractice ko pa rin that certain skill. But of course, meron namang ibang skill din kasi na office-based. So, ang masasabi ko dito, just as long as during an interview, you can still share with them your professional expertise, your professional behavior, I think that would count. Okay, sir, for achievements po, pwede po ba mailagay doon yung kapag graduate with honor or kung analysis milestone? Yes, you will put that if it's relevant. So, okay po ba mag-apply na work na out of your career? If you're open to that, if you're risky to that, that's possible. And then if you have related experience. So I think that guys, here, for some questions, you can share it to Miss Mayan so that we can move forward to the next topic. I'm liking that there's a lot of questions going on, but what's going allow me to finish my entire talk so that you can create more questions and then I'll answer them everything. Okay lang po ba, Miss Mayan? Pa-collect na lang po ng questions. Ang dami nila.
Yes po, we'll take note of the questions na ipopost niyo po sa chat box, and right after the talk of Mr. Ren, we can proceed na to Q&A. Kanina in-accommodate lang ni Sir Ren kasi merong mga good points of questions talaga na hindi na parang gusto na niya sagutin agad, but then sobrang dumami.
Sobrang
And
dami.
so we have to cut it na, and then we will po dun sa chat box na lang. Take note of your questions while Sir Ren is discussing everything po dun sa kanyang topic. And then balikan po natin yon right after ng talk ni Sir Ren. Alright?
So, guys, I will answer all of them. I wanna make sure na you can compress all of your questions so that we have more time. Okay, don't worry, I'll answer them. So for those who I haven't answered, please save it and I'll answer them later. Okay, now let's move on, guys. I think this is very important as well. But again, guys, let's play a game first. Medyo hiningal ako, Miss May. Ang active na mga students, I love it. So let's play a game, guys. Since I showed you earlier how to what you call this, how to create our CV, I wanna see yours. Okay, if you will be able to submit a CV to me to the link that I will be sharing to you, para may experience. I want you to experience ng paano na mag-apply, guys. And then meron kasi akong ginagamit na tool, ang tawag sa kanya Workday. So para ma-familiarize kayo paano mag-apply, I'm encouraging you guys to submit your resume to me using this link. You just have to upload it. You just have to create a profile, and then I will identify the winner. Siguro mag-identify ako ng 3 winners, and then i-share ko na lang kanila Miss Mayan ko who will win.
Question, sir, kailan po yung target date or deadline yan of submitting their CV?
Next week. The entire week next week. Siguro till Friday.
Okay, sir. Kasi po, may papipirmahan pa rin ako sa kanilang student form, yung authorization to release the information para at least clear po before po sila mag-submit po ng CV po sa inyo, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone. So guys, here you can use this link. You can ito. So okay lang yan. I want you to practice yourself applying online to give you an experience, and also submit to me your CV, and then i-review ko yung mga CV ninyo, and then the student with the best CV will win prize from Ring Central. Yung mga prize yung nakikita nyo ngayon dyan sa screen ninyo. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. So right now, I'll show you hacks for job interviews in the new norm. So guys, ang interview na bago na rin siya totally. Unlike